Thanks very much. This is how I imagine my PhD Viva panel to be. I've got a very bureaucratic imagination, so thanks very much. So I actually did ask what the dress code was going to be tonight. And they said blend in. So I dress like Tipex. For those who don't know what Tipex is, because I think it's been taken off the market, it's a bit like one of those correction pens, but without the solvent abuse. So my name's, I was introduced, Adrian Smales. I'm a PhD researcher at Edinburgh University on the contingent. So I'm researching health informatics, and I strap tracking devices to all people. Amongst other things. So I'm kind of philanthropic. I like helping people. You know, I like helping them out. And one of the things about coming to the comedy club is I can't stand here and take the piss out of old people. I mean, I could, but the ethical forms are a fucking nightmare. So, you know, that's an issue. So how do I, come to be here? Well, it's a bit of a personal story. And many years ago, I suffered from something called atrial fibrillation. Okay? So for those that don't know what that is, that's a very fast heart rate, and the solution to which is that you have an operation. So I had 2 4-hour operations on my heart, and you're awake while they do it. So you're lying on the table. Yeah, it's true. Go and ask one of the cardiologists, they'll tell you. And you can ask me and listen to me say. So I kind of, you lay on the table, and I thought I was going to die, as you do, because you've got this big thing going on and everybody's around you. So. And the cardiologist and nurse, you could see I was really shitting myself. I mean, brown trouser time, right? So they ask you what you want to, who you and what you do, and just trying to calm your nerves. So I'm out on the table telling them my life story. I just finished at the NHM, the Natural History Museum in London, so I had a few good stories. Tear gassed in Egypt during the revolution that they had, literally. And so that calmed me down, so I was, very pleasantly apprehensive at that point. And I'm, becoming a bit more aware of surroundings and stuff like that, and calming down. And I happen to look down, and I can see the cardiologist. He's got his 3 probes stuffed up my femoral artery, and I'm watching the monitor with the inside of my heart. And it's all going quite well, and so I pluck up the courage to look down, and he's about 3 inches away from my old fella, and giving it all of this, and he's glued to the monitor, and I ask him, how are you doing? I ask him, how's it going? And he was kind of shocked, because I guess most of his patients don't actually ask him how the operation's going while it's going on. So he looks at me in this big shocked kind of face, and he goes, can't you see I'm busy? So it was at that point that I thought I would have to get into understanding about this whole healthy aging kind of stuff. So it was so my life took an interesting shift. I'm all well now. Okay. Woo! There's no problem. I can't get over it. It's all good. It's all good. So what I do is I do a lot of research, and we've got some good programs on. And I was quite excited about being able to strap tracking devices to all people. And it turns out, right, that when you do that, because what I'm doing is predictive analytics, big data, that kind of stuff, making sure that we can predict and prevent any kind of bad stuff happening. So it turns out that when you strap these things to all people, you just can't wait for them to fall over. It's just ethically not appropriate, right? Just to wait for them to fall over. So to get around that, what we do is we just collect observational data, okay? So, which might include them falling over, amongst other things, right? And one of the other issues that we have, because of the whole medical profession, is that I can't actually tell the patients directly what we've observed. So we have to tell the carer, so they can go out and make the changes necessary to the patients. So the real issue, right, is one of prevention. So when you get old, how do we keep you away from your GP and in the NHS? Because the demographics in the UK are really, really biased in Scotland as opposed to England. Not just because I'm going to leave Europe. But so how do we do that? And so it's actually a very simple exercise. One of the things about frailty is what I deal with within the aging population is it's called an accumulation of deficit. So as you get older, okay, you accumulate all of these kind of diseases, and what happens is they take away from your internal reserve. So the way that you combat that is you exercise. It's just that simple. There is no gadget that I can give you to strap on. Not that a strap on wouldn't give you exercise. Depending, it's all right. So the manual ones are better, so I'm told. So basically, what you do is you exercise, and so that exercise helps you age better. So that's the whole premise. Okay. So what we do is we collect lots of data, and we look at how the aging process goes, and we create all of this stuff. So one of the things that I kind of understood as we go through this, you need to make those changes when you've got enough life left in you. So when you hit most of the audience, I can't see you all, but I think most of the audience are obviously in their 20s and 30s, right? Clearly. Yes. So when you get into your 40s and 50s, this is the time to change. Make sure that you are exercising more regularly, because when you get into your 70s and 80s, it's not really about exercise anymore, it's about maintenance. You can't change it. You can't change the lifestyle that you've got, unfortunately. So just as a final thought before I go, take the stairs, park your car further away, and if you do join the gym, okay, do go once or twice before you actually jack it in. Okay? Thank you very much and good night.